Hello, everyone. Once again, it was during one of my patient encounter when an idea came to me. We were discussing the various treatment options for ADHD, and the parents are interested in exploring ideas how to control ADHD symptoms without using medications. And I recounted one of my experience with one of my past patients whom I diagnosed with ADHD more than 10 years ago. This patient was, I think when I first saw him, he was in third grade and pretty typical to a student such as his. He was really struggling academically. In fact, the parents are quite desperate. This is their kind of last ditch resort to help him and rescue him so that he doesn't have to be forced to repeat third grade. And we decided that the best option is to use a trial medication because his academic performance was in dire strait and we had to do something quickly in order to save him from retention. Anyway, we were both pretty happy with the results, including the patient himself. And then he was lost to follow up. I think I haven't seen him for about a year before he returned for an unrelated reason. And I inquired him after I reviewed his record that, oh, wait, what happened? He was doing pretty well with the medication, and obviously he hadn't come back for more refills. So I assumed correctly that he was no longer taking the medicine. He confirmed that, and he said that he no longer needs to take any medicine for ADHD. Well, it turned out that he became very interested in chess, and he found his passion, basically. He continued to study chess. In fact, practice and study it almost compulsively until he became extremely good. I think at one point he was ranked 7 in the state for his age division. And if any one of you is familiar with chess at the professional level, you know that uh, during a tournament at the highest caliber, each match could last for sometimes hours. So he had to concentrate on his game in order, first of all, not to lose, and also to uh, decide to figure out what his opponent is doing, what his opponent is thinking, and what he plans to do about it. So, in a way, he remodeled his brain to give him the ability to stay focused for a long period of time. So if he could focus on a chess game for 3 hours at a time, doing homework or writing an essay that typically takes an hour or an hour and a half is becomes very simple and straightforward piece of cake for him. So you can argue that in fact he had cured himself of ADHD by practicing chess or by training his brain to stay focused for a long period of time. And this is an interesting idea. Not that you don't have to rush out and buy a chess set and force your child to play chess in order to cure your child of ADHD, because one person's passion may be another person's torture or punishment. So it could be anything that requires prolonged attention. It could be playing the piano, it could be uh, reading a book, could be designing a Lego set. Uh, just about anything that requires prolonged attention could gradually train your brain to maintain focus. And this eventually gives people better control over their attention, impulses, and emotion, and which is really the fundamental key uh, essence of ADHD. So Yeah, so this is an interesting scenario where playing chess actually, in a way, cured of this patient of his ADHD to the point that he's no longer affected by anything. He can apply the same level of focus to other aspects of his life. Good timing because I was just wrapping up this video and my dog started going crazy. So there's some neighbor walking by and he probably thinks that they're invaders. Anyway, until next time, take care.